Hi, this is Francis Hughes, the Assistant Director and Editor of Witherburn After School News. If you're a fan of Witherburn After School News and want to support us, a great way would be to join us on Patreon. With a $5 monthly donation, you can gain access to ad-free episodes, exclusive content, and our Discord. You can also make a one-time donation on our Ko-fi and gain access to the Discord along with a special Discord role. You can find the links to our Patreon and Ko-fi in the episode description and on our website, witherburnnews.com. Or you can go to patreon.com/Witherburn or ko-fi.com/Witherburn After School News. Thank you to all our supporters. We couldn't do this podcast without you.
Hello, Witherburn. The end of school is quickly approaching, much to everyone's delight, so today's episode will be mostly summer-themed. Yay! We don't really have any hard-hitting stories, which I think is a good thing. I'll be honest, I'm tired of depressing news story after depressing news story. So I'm excited to talk about something fun, like some fun staycation ideas, ways to stay cool, and our shocking increase in viewership. All that and more coming up on Witherburn After School News. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. Tips for those pesky finals. I'm going to be honest, guys. I have a theory that most teachers are going to give pretty easy finals for obvious reasons, but in case they don't, then here are some tips for those tests. Number 1, use different colors to organize information. For example, highlight the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell in blue and Mercury is the first planet in the solar system in yellow. This helps your brain organize and sort the information better, which will help you recall the information more easily. Number 2, while we're on tips to recall information, did you know chewing gum could help you on tests? If you chew gum while studying and then chew gum while taking a test, then you're more likely to get a better grade on that test. The caveat with that, though, is it has to be the same type of gum, which I don't think is a bad thing, because then you can just have a different flavor of gum for each class. Scientists think this is because your brain associates this gum with information recall, making it easier to remember what you've studied. Number 3, use your resources. No, I don't mean use AI to write your essays, but you could use AI to make yourself a practice test based on the study guide, or you could study with your friends and put each friend in charge of a chapter of the textbook. Then they have to teach the rest of the group that chapter to the best of their abilities. See, that even sounds fun. I would do that if I had enough friends for it. Number 4, eat well and sleep well. I say this all the time, but take care of yourself. Coffee is not a sleep substitute, and neither is an energy drink. You are more likely to pass that test if you get a good night's rest as opposed to cramming all night. Same with food. Eat some protein and don't come to school hangry. I swear I see half of y'all wandering to school like zombies running off with 2 cups of coffee, a granola bar, and a dream, and then wonder why you're failing algebra. Number 5, relax. You've got this. I could yap about the science of it all, but let's be real, none of y'all care about that. So I'm going to be honest here. It doesn't really matter. This grade won't decide the course of your life, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Oh, if I don't keep my 4.0, then I will. No. Sorry, you're wrong. Maybe you won't go to Harvard, but can I let you in on a little secret? Constant hard work and dedication are what's going to be the deciding factors in your life. It's choices that build after years and years. So don't worry, you have tomorrow and the next day and the day after that to keep making good choices. Life goes on. It wouldn't be a Witherburn episode if I didn't get on my high horse at least once, but hey, y'all are still tuning in, so who's really to blame for my ramblings? Yeah, still me. If I'm going to be blessed with such a large platform, then I might as well use it. With great power comes great responsibility and all that. Except I guess my only responsibility is to encourage healthy habits, like some corny 90s PSA. Anyway, my radio show is actually our next story. I have a lot of new listeners After a few true crime podcasts and news stations mentioned me in regards to the Hunter Clark case, people started to tune in. I guess to try and get the inside scoop, but who knows? Maybe they're interested in learning about the latest community event. So I wanted to give a warm welcome to those new viewers. Maybe you could stick around and learn to love our little town. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, the people here are great, real characters. I think the woods and the swamps are beautiful. I mean, it's really home, you know? Everyone always talks about getting out of here, going somewhere else and starting fresh, which I guess is fair. I mean, in small towns, everyone knows everyone, and that can be suffocating. I certainly don't help people with that feeling. I don't know, though. I feel like I'm meant to be here. But enough of me advertising Witherburn. Let me introduce myself to all the new people. I'm the reporter. I started this radio show because my principal started to confiscate the newspaper I used to print. I report on news that you won't see on regular news stations, but that's still important, like who stole Mrs. Newberry's cookie recipe and what the town hall will be talking about tonight. So don't expect any truly hard-hitting pieces. I have made my fair share of enemies and friends. For example, the Baptist church in town does not like me because I backed Ivy Groder's pagan club, which is funny because a couple of times they have complained about the reporter to my face. One of the many perks of being anonymous. Another perk is that I overhear all the stories, or people just tell them to my face, which is it the most ethical thing to stay anonymous so I can tell people secrets to the world? No. But is it effective? Yes. That being said, I'm not spilling anyone's important secrets. I'm not trying to blackmail people or anything. Just the stuff that's harmless, like Scarlett possibly bribing the cheer coach so she stays captain. That's not like confirmed or anything. I still need Birdie to confirm that, and actually forget I said that. Just erase it from your memory, please. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. So that's my intro. If all of that sounds interesting to you, then stay and hang out with us. Though I hate to burst some of y'all's bubbles, I know y'all joined us because you thought I would give you the inside scoop on the Clark case. To be honest, though, I don't think I'll report more on the Clark case, unless something comes up that the major news networks won't talk about. I just feel like this community, we're tired of hearing the same gruesome facts. I would rather my show be a slight reprieve from that, even if it's only for 20 minutes. So, yeah, no more talk about the Clark case, but I swear there are other important things happening in Witherburn, like the corruption in the government, i.e. Mayor Burnham, or the multiple monster sightings that this town experiences. It's never boring here, that's for sure. Which brings us to our summer fun activities. Whether you want to have a staycation or you just want to go to all the cool stuff going on in town, I'm going to keep you posted on the summer fun all summer long. For example, have y'all ever been on a swamp boat ride? I know I haven't. Despite having the swamps right in our backyard, many of us have never stepped foot on an airboat. Also, many of us have never truly explored the lovely swamps that we call home. Mr. Farrow is starting to do airboat tours 3 times a week, just as a little side hustle, and the first week is at a 25% discounted rate. Though spots are expected to fill up quick, so sign up. He will show you the swamp with all of its flora and fauna and even show you some Witherburn historical sites that you don't get to see often because they're too difficult to get to by land. Or did you know that the pool is hosting a Sunday social? Get it? A sundae? Like the ice cream? I thought it was funny. It's to raise money for the pool before the big summer rush, but also to promote community building. They'll be asking for $5 at the door, but you do get some free ice cream. You can meet someone new, enjoy the pool, and they'll even have a lifeguard informational booth for anyone interested in lifeguarding this summer. They just ask that nobody eat their ice cream in the pool. That's just a mess waiting to happen. If that's not your style, then you might want to check out the community center as they do summer arts and crafts for families. This activity is more so supposed to be a fun way to spend an afternoon, but also give parents ideas on crafts that their children can do on those summer days where it's just too rainy or just too hot. I promise that these crafts aren't just fridge ornaments. It will be things like kite making, bracelet making, pipe cleaner, sunflowers, and more. These activities are targeted towards kids 5 and up though, but never fear, any younger kids can go and do some finger painting in the room over. Okay, this next one is super exciting. the library is hosting their annual summer readathon. Whoop, whoop, get hyped for reading, whoop, whoop. Can you tell this is the activity I'm most looking forward to? Now, you might be thinking, this readathon is only for school-aged people, and you would be wrong. Yes, there are readathon levels targeted at elementary, middle, and high school readers, but now, for the first time, there is an adult readathon. To go along with this readathon, there is a book club reading some of the recommended books that's meeting every Saturday this summer. If you're now thinking, what's the prize if I win? I would say, isn't acquiring new knowledge prize enough? But then I would tell you that if you read 25 adult-level books, fiction or nonfiction, you get invited to the ultimate wine and cheese night hosted by the library. So basically, an adult pizza party. You guys have no idea how much I want to go to this, but can't because I'm still in high school level and can't drink. So please, go read 25 books and enjoy a wonderful charcuterie board. I will keep you updated on events throughout the summer, but for now, let's move on to tips for staying cool. We know that Witherburn can get hot in the summer months, and we don't need anyone getting heat stroke. Number 1, have a cold bottle of water and place it on your wrist and the back of your neck. By placing the bottle on these points, it actually helps. Hello, Mrs. Hoffman? No, Robin's not here. She said she was going straight home after school today. She's not answering the phone? Okay, it's all right. Maybe she stopped by Rosemary's or something. You know how your phone can never take a call from there. It's why you always just use hers to order the pizza. Just hold on. Let me call her. Come on, Birdie, pick up. No, this isn't happening. Yeah, she's not picking up. Look, I'm sure nothing is wrong, but you should report this. Just with everything that's been going on, it's better safe than sorry. Also, it's getting dark out and I know, ma'am, that it's not my job to worry. It's hard. Okay, I'll try to get some sleep tonight. What's the moon today? No. They told me they would stop. You told me if I stayed quiet, then you wouldn't do this anymore. That was the deal. That was the deal. I did what you said. Fuck! Fine. Deal's off. Guess I don't have to keep my end of the bargain then, right? Well, here's one final surprise segment, courtesy of the Clark family. Let's talk about how the Clarks are cult leaders. That's right, listeners, the Clarks, who you see at church every Sunday, are actually cultists. Not just any cultists either, nope, they murder people! Brenda and Richard Clark are the ones that planned the murders of all of the missing people. Every single one of them. I say they planned the murders because I have reason to believe they have other people doing their dirty work. Their son, for example, who they threw under the bus. Because it wasn't Hunter who picked up Athena at the diner the day she went missing. It was Mr. Clark. He is the last person that saw Athena alive. According to Hunter, whose story has been consistent, he didn't know Athena's body was in the car. Miraculously, the same day the Clarks found a written confession of all of the murders, their murders, in his diary. And don't think Hunter was innocent. This was clearly a family affair. He was with Eva the day she died, and we know as much from his scar, which I can only assume Eva caused while she was defending herself. And here's the thing, Dice was delivering pizza that night and saw that none of the Clarks were home. Not a single car in their driveway. The Clarks clearly knew about the murder of Eva Sininger long before they went to the police. That's not all, though. Multiple people are in on it. How do you explain what Mr. Stoker saw in the woods? All those people with weapons, he saw torches and a large gathering the same night Eva went missing. He saw a ritual. I even talked to him and learned that he was hunting by the Clark's property. The Seeger one that I found that cabin in? The cabin that matched the one in the pictures, the ones that were thrown through my window. He saw a ritual happening right there. They are killing people on that property. That's the only thing that makes sense. Athena was killed to frame Hunter. The other people, they followed a pattern. It's as if they were picking people that wouldn't cause suspicion so they would have just enough time to complete whatever they're planning. Eva said they were trying to start an apocalypse, but what if they were just trying to summon that weird death god of theirs? Why would they do that, though? What could they want? That's the only thing that still confuses me. Is it power, fortune, or something else? Is all of this really because they think they can make a deal with death? Do they think they can live forever, or just that they'll have an easy death? I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. This god of death, it doesn't exist. They murdered people over what's essentially a local legend. They're gonna murder Robin. Actually, no, they're not. I know where they're doing this, and I just told everyone what they're up to. So consider that a contingency plan, I guess. I know where they're keeping Birdie. It has to be that red shed, so all I have to do is find that and free Birdie easy. Yeah. And before y'all say anything, no, I can't call the police because it has been made very clear to me that the police are in on it. I mean, this kind of stuff doesn't happen without the police knowing. Specifically, I think Sheriff Sininger knew all along, which leads to some disturbing implications. So the police are out. If anything, they'll just get in my way. I have to do this on my own. Okay. I have to do this. Time to be a hero. I keep saying how talking behind a mic does nothing, so now's my chance to do something. I have to do something. For Birdie. Okay, Witherburn, I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. You might all think I'm crazy, but I promise you I'm not. I'm going to prove it. Stay tuned, Witherburn. I will be back.
Witherburn After School News is written and directed by Jordan Oliver. Assistant directed and edited by Francis Hughes. The title song is by FutureMe, and the reporter is played by Jordan Oliver.